Hi everyone, welcome to the Active Knowledge series, The Practice of Non-Greed in Business. We're in chapter 6. We're looking at the competitive engine, we're unpacking it, we're focusing on the core, and today in chapter 6 we're going to speak into and look at vision and the importance of vision in your organization, in your business. There's a competitive engine model coming up. You can see the core is highlighted and we are looking at vision. Just pausing and looking at that diagram a bit, we've spoken about basically leadership, we've spoken about employees, we've spoken about purpose and motive. Vision becomes a critical element in engaging the employees, but it's one which has got to be authentic. It also becomes quite vital in the growth and competitiveness of your organization. So it's a theme and a topic we're going to lean into. It is a vital part of the core. It is a part which is missing in most businesses, most organizations. So let's just talk about what vision is for a moment and then we'll begin to step forward into the proper of this chapter. Let me ask a question. What is the vision for your organization? Do you have one? Can you speak it out? What should a vision do? It should engage, it should unify, it should ignite. It's part of that core competitive engine. It's meant to engage with your employees, with that people group. Everyone working not only within the organization, but with the organization, and I believe the wider stakeholder community, including your customers. It's a big ask, isn't it? But the vision is who you see yourself as and where you're going to. And you can see in that context, if it's expressed correctly, the impact it can have on a very wide and diverse community, which is important to you as an organization as you grow. Vision should be what? Well, it should be exciting, should be enticing, should be challenging, it should inspire me. It should draw all of us together because it becomes a shared common goal. It is the glue that binds and it can be the energy which propels forward, should be the energy. It actually is your call as a leadership team to others to join you on the journey you're on. And for that reason, I would say your vision is best seen as your quest. It is your quest as an organization. I'm not sure I've seen many great visions in established businesses, but if you just pause and you go back to these sort of stories we've been using about the founding of businesses, when someone comes up with an idea which they think is going to make a great business, they see the opportunity there, they actually have a vision. They actually cast that vision. They actually see where it can go to. But that fades. It fades as the founder begins to, some cases, just get lost in the processes of creating their business, goes to the back of their mind, but typically it fades as their influence begins to wane, as external leadership come in. That passion, that energy, which allowed them to step forward and take that risk, to put the effort in to build the business, there's their vision. That gets lost. New leadership teams coming in, the visions which they begin to cast typically form around size, more revenue, more customers, more outlets, more profit, more influence. Such visions do little to inspire the core competitiveness of your organization. What's the core competitiveness? Your people. If you actually just pause for a moment and I said, can you think of what you've heard or seen or read which you think is a great business vision? What you'll typically find yourself thinking of is not the vision, but a person, the founder. I know this person who created this business. It was amazing what they did. So typically visions come back to the person, the individual. But what you need to do is to actually step back and say, so what was the founding vision of our organization? How did that connect with the community need we're seeking to meet? How does that connect with purpose? How can we cast in a way which is going to be a quest for us? That's the challenge of vision. There's an old proverb, it's expressed in many different ways. It goes something like this. If your vision is just for a year, plant wheat. If your vision is for 10 years, plant trees. If your vision is for 100 years, plant people. The practice of non-greed in business, the competitive engine, is about planting people. It's about setting a legacy in an organization which will see it go forward over decades. Many organizations don't have a vision which goes past a couple of years. Many CEOs don't have a tenure which goes past a couple of years. It is hard for them to, in actual fact, see forward. But the creation of that legacy, that's what it requires. Growing wheat, being there and setting something for the next few years, that's a profit first motive indicator. It is short term. I'm just worried about the next quarter, the next quarter, the next quarter. I don't have my eyes lifted up. I don't see the purpose of it. So there's no one working in a business today, leading in a business, which is going to be around in 100 years' time. Unlikely, I'd say, at the present time. However, the seeding of that enduring future, the seeding of that legacy is something which you can do, and then the future leadership teams are going to pick up and cast that forward. In the case of businesses, it is the competitive engine which will allow the planting of people who will invest themselves in the business and seed that enduring future and legacy. How does vision and purpose and motive and all of that fit together? Well, purpose and vision sit together quite comfortably. They go hand in hand, but different roles. Purpose will tell me the why and the who. Vision will tell me where I must go to. Purpose gives me a reason for being and participating. Vision gives me a reason for moving and contributing and committing. Purpose connects with the customer need. Vision connects with the future of that customer need. Purpose is the cornerstone, that rock. Vision is your beacon, your summit, your lighthouse. Purpose without vision, if they don't work well together, they weaken. Each will be weakened by the absence of the other, or the disconnect. So let's just talk about what we're going to look at today in vision. I'd like to speak about what a vision is. I'd like to talk about the power of image. I think we should speak about how big should my vision be. I think we need to talk about the stepping stones to not creating the vision, but delivering on that vision. I think momentum becomes important, momentum in the pursuit of the vision. I'd like to touch on, I think, what are the traits of a great vision. And I just want to finish off with the power of words. So they're the things we're going to speak about today. So let's start with what is a vision. A vision is a clear image of where the business must move to and is fueled by a conviction that this is the destination to be reached. Use of the words image and conviction are very telling of the character a vision must take. That's why this analogy of a quest is so apt. You know, if there's a quest, I need to get to there and I know why I need to get there and I see it clearly. It's not a narrative of half a dozen or 25 or 30 words which are meaningless. A vision is intended to capture imagination, passion, enthusiasm, and an energy of your entire business for a continuing and enduring period of time. It's directional, not prescriptive. It sets where we're going to, not how we're going to orienteer our way to that. It doesn't involve size, it doesn't involve profit, it doesn't involve your ego. None of those things are going to capture the passion which you want. None of those things are part of a quest. The image can be rich, it can be vivid, it can be enticing, and words can be used to describe that image. Words can create a picture in my mind. A well-crafted story can create 1,000 images. People can see it in different ways, but there's an image there. Conviction is part of the vision. It's not just something which is worthy of being pursued, not something which, that's a good idea, it sounds all right. It must be pursued. This is a quest. This is something we just have to do. The vision expresses the extent to which you as a business are going to live out your purpose. This is why we exist. This is who we are. Look where we're going to. Do you want to be part of this journey? Conviction provides authenticity. Your vision is not just something you dreamed up, not something your marketing people or brand organization consultancy crafted for you. It is somewhere where you as a leader sincerely believe your business must go to deliver on its purpose. This is why boards, management teams often struggle, because they bring to the crafting of a vision their intellect, not their heart. We'll touch on that in a second. I believe a vision is best expressed in the context of an impact. For example, a world without disease. Once cast, it endures. It's not constantly changed every few years. New leaders coming in do not recast the vision. It is there, it's where we're going to. The job of the new leaders is to continue that journey, to energize it more. The power of image. The image you cast for your business through your vision will only be achievable if it aligns with the image people carry of your business. Images are powerful. If I can see it, if I can believe it, if I know it's authentic, I will commit myself to it. However, there's a catch. And the catch is, how authentic are you in the image, that vision you've crafted? If I work with an organization, subconsciously, probably not even consciously, I have a sense of the worthiness of the leadership team, the authenticity of what you say, the commitment you make to it. I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply that to the vision you give to me. If I read a narrative, I hear a public statement, a directive, this is our vision, I'm going to say, do I actually believe this statement? Do I believe the leadership team is capable? Do I believe they are committed to actually delivering on this? So the power of image is strong. However, you in actual fact need to make sure it is believable. And that comes from the authenticity and the commitment which the leaders put to it. If I put out a vision which is extremely challenging, it's something which the organization goes, we've never done anything like this before, I just don't believe it. Then you need to work to create the credibility behind that image. My existing view of the business will change over time. If you show me you are committed, if you show me this is the path you're on, if you show me you're not backing down, if you show me you're putting resources in it, then I'll become part of it. I will begin to change that internal image I have of you and the business, and I'll begin to throw myself into it. And the reason why I'm talking about this power of image and the sort of that sense of authenticity, credibility, is that when you craft your vision and you put it out there, you may well find people go, oh yeah, okay, don't believe you, sounds good, let's keep going. And you're going to have to keep hammering that vision and that commitment to it and begin to show that leadership is pursuing it, and then others will begin to join in and follow. If you're not stepping out the quest you're calling others to join into, then don't expect them to be the first ones to step out. Power of image. Very strong, but you've got to understand, you've got to not sell it, you've got to believe in it and do it. Then people will follow. How big should my vision be? How big should I cast this summit, this expression of where we're going to? The answer is as big as it can be and then some. Visions are big, they're exciting, they're scary for some people. A vision should be as big as you can make it, but it has to retain its authenticity through a faith in leadership, even if it seems impossible. Power of image, what we just spoke about. I'm going to cast a vision which is just out there. Now I have to begin to walk that talk. And then the authenticity will come. Many people, boards, leadership teams, individuals, shy away from casting a big vision. Now, they'll come up with lots of excuses. Well, we're never going to achieve this in the next 12 months or 3 years. I don't know how this is even possible. Why would we even want to do this? They don't have that commitment and that passion. And they'll sort of say, let's just cast something which is attainable. If you cast a vision which you believe is achievable, then I'll use the word attainable. Attainable, achievable, only delivers average at best. Average is not going to take your business anywhere. Visions are about lifting out the potential, giving a cause which people say, I am going to commit myself 24/7 into this because of the good it will do. When you arrive at your vision, you want it to seem almost, if not totally, impossible. Only questions of how are we ever going to achieve this will be the type of thinking to lift your business to its highest levels of competitiveness. Core competitiveness of my business resides in the combined talent and effort of everyone working within and with the business. That's the group I'm seeking to engage. You will not know the limits of your business capability until you set a compelling vision. That muscle of capability is only strengthened by taking on challenges well above your known punching weight, your lifting weight. Incremental thinking, choosing from available options, doing what everyone else is doing, it's never going to grow your business's capacity. You don't look at others to see what they're doing. You cast a vision based upon what you know is impossible, and that's where you go to. Visions are created by asking big questions, imagining what others can't, thinking of what is impossible, knowing how your purpose as a business may be taken to a level no one else ever has. Why are visions created typically by founders of business? Because in founding a business, you cast your eyes high and wide. You go to that summit of that highest mountain and you say, imagine if I could get that there. And that's what gives me the energy to start my business off and to take all the risks and the burdens that go with that. No matter how old your business is, you want a vision in it which does that day after day, year after year. Thinking big necessitates asking different questions, following paths others have not, exploring possibilities not even yet considered. All of which means what? Calling on the talents your business did not realize it had, taking itself to an entirely new level of performance. As your business experiences this new level of thinking and performance, the true potential of your business begins to expand. What was always there and never tapped becomes released. It is about pursuing the greatest life your business can possibly live. With that comes achievement, becomes abundance, becomes fulfillment. Outcomes of big thinking and living great. There are no limits. So never fear seeding this growth mindset in your business. Only fear mediocrity and setting things which are just meaningless and yeah, we can achieve that, so that'll do. How big? Bigger than what you're thinking now. Let's talk about stepping stones. Visions are not set and forget. They're not a document prepared, signed off by the board and stuck in the reception area. Visions are cast and pursued with vigor. They are the making of persistence and determination. They seed action, and big visions will yield big actions and big successes. Visions are not set in 1 year and achieved in the next. They are relentlessly tracked over years, with the momentum in each year becoming greater as the actions begin to compound. Action requires movement. Movement is best commenced slowly, building momentum until it becomes unstoppable. This requires a sequential progression, stepping stones. I know where I'm going to. There may be a bit of orienteering, but I'm progressively stepping out. There's a natural logic of each step as we go forward, and I'm focusing on achieving each individual step. I'm not looking at step number 10, I'm looking at the next step and achieving that, the next step achieving that, the next step achieving that. Many businesses, their sense of growth and where they're going to is a whole range of possibilities. Let's see which one may work. That's where we're going to. That one didn't work, let's invest in here. The casting of a vision sets the boundaries and the direction of where you're going to. The focus is clear, the alignment is clear, the pursuit is clear. There's no this, let's have 10 possibilities. The pursuit of vision requires focus and continuity. Each step in the pursuit of a vision logically builds on the previous step. There's an analogy, the falling domino. A single domino can topple another domino 50% larger, referred to as the geometric domino progression. So you see the dominoes all falling down. That's a compounding rate of 150%. as they begin to fall. Pum, 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 and you see the momentum building up. The impossible can quickly become possible. If you set plans for growth premised upon a single big outcome, map each step in achieving that outcome, and then focus on completing each step leading to the next, you will find momentum building that can deliver outcomes you never thought possible. Here is my vision. Here are the steps which I see. Let me get each step finished. And as each step finishes, I begin to get a momentum because I get more confidence, I get more clarity, I get more strength, and then I get the domino effect. Your visions are big, well beyond possibility, but you can achieve them. Let's just speak about momentum. Momentum is a competitive trait that every leader must see in their business's DNA. It's part of who they are. Honestly, if businesses don't have momentum, they will just be average. Momentum is probably defined something like this: strength or force gained by motion or by a series of events, stepping stones. It is a momentum in your business that allows it to overcome the challenges of change, disruption, innovation, to outcompete everyone in the market and to get things done. It is the energy you want to build in pursuit of your vision. There is my vision. I've mapped the initial stepping stones. I'm going down that path. Momentum is building. The right vision can be and will be the catalyst for building, sustaining momentum in your business. You would have heard many business leaders saying, only if we can get this done, only if we can deliver. We just never get anything done. Lots of plans, no action. Set your vision, create your stepping stones, build momentum. That's how you deliver. A business, you can have the brightest people in the world working for it and the greatest products. If it does not have momentum, if it's not continuing to step out, it will die, stagnate and die. Build momentum. It's strategic. It's not just movement. It's intelligent movement with a purpose and intent compound. My vision, it is strategic. I am stepping towards it. It is intelligent movement. It is strategic. It is not just let's do it for the sake of doing it. The difference, intelligent, purposeful, compounding movement. Your vision becomes that summit, which all of that is heading towards. So momentum starts with intent and the development of capability, slow stepping stones, growing into a clear process, a corporate habit, part of my DNA, that becomes a key competitive asset. It's what will allow your business to step ahead of its competitors day after day. So just closing out on this momentum, you develop momentum how? Constantly moving. I am constantly moving, but I'm also allowing periods to restore energy. That's part of movement. It's compounding on everything which has gone before. It's agile, certainly not rigid, quick to start, but also rapid in stopping and changing or in tearing. Growing in strength through movement. As I get this momentum going, I just get stronger and stronger and stronger. It is anchored in purpose and it's drawn by vision. How can I do this? Well, I know why I exist and I know who I am, purpose. I know the way I do business, values and culture, worthy leadership. I know what I'm seeking to build. I understand customer needs, I understand today and I understand tomorrow, and I've set a vision which is taking it even further. I understand how to compete. I know where my strengths are, I know my competitive posture. We'll talk about that in a subsequent chapter. And I'm leaning into that, and I'm using my competitive engine to bring my full potential to bear. Momentum. Business is clear on where it's heading and how it intends to get there, but it will adapt and change to reach its goals and visions without hesitation or delay. It knows who it needs to be to achieve its vision. It knows who it needs to be to deliver on its purpose. It knows who it needs to be to bring the full potential in the organization to the forefront and apply. So let's just pause there, take some of the energy out of that, and just begin to talk about, okay, so what's a great vision look like? What are some of the traits? Powerful visions echo what is already in the heart. They call out what is sought but not expressed. They are simple and portable. They echo what is already in the heart. Again, I go back to my founding example. The founder creating a business in his heart, in their heart, is where they want to go to. That becomes their vision. Something which is intellectually crafted, well-scripted marketing narrative, it ain't a vision. It ain't a vision. Your vision can be poorly expressed and fumbled, but people hear you talking about it, they understand what you're talking about it, they can see it, and they will live it. So, what's a checklist? What should I be ticking off to see whether my vision is from the heart? It's a bit strange to say it that way, but okay. It needs to inspire, and it needs to carry people forward and give them that energy to go, doesn't it? Conviction, action, determination, completion. Yeah. Meaning, yep. Awe, bit of adrenaline, focus, order. It's a life purpose. It's a significant in the impact it'll have on the community. It brings an emotion, a passion, courage and faith. It's linked to reality, but it's a reality I see in the future which I'm seeking to create. It's a sense of possible and more impossible. It's a reason something must be done. It's a journey, but importantly, it's a journey I know within my heart I must undertake and I must deliver on, and I want that journey, that heartfelt commitment, to be shared by all the people in my organization. And this is why my vision has got to be tied to my purpose, and it has to be righteous. Let's just close out on the purpose of words before we step into sort of a summation. The power of words can never be underestimated. They are a force in humanity. These are words you speak, you write, you think to yourself, you think of others. They have a profound influence on your ability to succeed. Achiever, enabler, catalyst. Remember those tiers. Words of encouragement, words of recognition, words which create and draw a passion, they are inspiring and will take me forward. Words of criticism, words of when they will succeed this is not possible, they just crush and cut and disengage. Words have the power of creation and destruction. The words you cast for your vision can be the most powerful tool you bring to bear as a leader. I want to work with you. I want to help you achieve this vision. This is just so amazing. That's where you want to be getting with your vision. So choose your vision and the words you use to communicate it clearly. Live by them, repeat them often, and make them real. Bring them to life. So let's just close out there on vision. Our vision, our quest, a journey I must be part of. It is our future and that of our customers in the making. That is what vision is. A critical piece of your competitive engine. A critical piece for energizing that core competitive resource in your organization, your people, and just bringing them to bear in a direction which they all just lean into and all want to be part of. Again, I thank you for your time today in listening to me speak into vision. I hope this is giving you some inspiration and some real challenges in creating a vision for your business, a critical part of your competitive engine, a critical part of the journey you're going on in building the practice of non-greed in your organization. Thank you. I hope to see you in the next chapter, which is culture. Thank you very much for your time. All the best. Be well.
Hi everyone, it's Sally here. I work with Richard. You will see coming up on the next 3 slides. Firstly, a URL link if you are interested in purchasing Richard's guide to the competitive engine, titled Compete, which is a 274-page full-color guide in either printed or a digital PDF format, or both if you wish. Secondly, a URL link to Richard's library of some 500 articles on the various elements of the competitive engine and more that you can access freely. And thirdly, there is an email address for any questions you may have. These are great resources, and I commend them to you. Thanks everyone for joining us today, and I hope to see you again soon.